It's a beautiful day out here in sunny Victoria, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to hunt some rabbits in a ghillie suit. Alright, so we're out here at the hunting spot, which is a small parcel of land outside the small quaint town of Meredith in Victoria. And what makes this particular plot interesting is that it's crown land, so it's available for public use for hunters. And it has some interesting features that a lot of other, parcels have. So for instance, most of it is actually kind of farmland. It's pastures, which the rabbits obviously love because of the feed. And then further behind me, you can see there's a forested area, which is great, helps break up the land, gives some coverage and stuff like that. And then after that, it dips into a gully, and that's where we're going to be going because that's where the rabbits will be. And you can tell, I'll show you here, if you look, there is just rabbit poo absolutely everywhere. So hopefully we can get some bunnies. As for the use of the ghillie suit, well, there's a bit of a story behind it. So a couple of Christmases ago, my brother Luke ended up buying me this ghillie suit, and it was, I think he bought it for me as a joke. Now, do you need to wear a ghillie suit when you're going out and hunting rabbits? No, you don't. In fact, you probably shouldn't. But I've got this ghillie suit. It's been sitting in my cupboard, and I figure if it increases my chance of getting bunnies, well, why not? Why am I doing this? Oh my gosh. Let's go. As for the firearm that I'm using this hunt, I'm using my trusty old Remington 223, which is probably a bit overkill for rabbits, but I will be shooting across a gully potentially, so I'm going to need that extra power. You could also use something like a regular 22 that'd get the job done, or a 22 mag. So this is where we've come from. We're walking down here. This is that kind of small, light forested area that I mentioned. And then further down you can see this is the gully that we're going to dip into. The gully actually moves all the way around the property and dips in, so it's a natural kind of funnel for the rabbits to kind of go in and hide. Plus there's also water in the bottom of the gully, so it makes for good feeding there as well. So we're just about to enter into the gully, but already you can see there's signs already here of all the rabbits and their diggings as they've gone in and kind of scratched at the earth. It's absolutely everywhere. Let's continue on. I've got some bark stuck in my ghillie suit. Get out, you stupid bark. Alright, now we're at the top of the rise. I've got a good view of the entire gully, kind of up the sides, a bit of elevation. So what I'm going to do now is going to glass the valley and hopefully we find some rabbits and can take a shot. So a few people have asked me what my process is when I'm glassing to get the most out of it. What I tend to do is I tend to break up my hunting area into a grid, and the grid size depends on, I guess, how much country you're covering. It could be 4x4, it could be 6x6, 8x8, it doesn't really matter. But what you do is you spend time focusing on each section of the grid and then you move on. What that allows you to do is spend equal time on each area, so you're seeing the entire hunting vista and you're not focusing too much on one little spot, maximizing your chance to see whatever game you're hunting. What's also a good idea is when you're spending time in a certain grid to remember and memorize features within that grid, so you can go back and find it easily. And when you move from your binos then to your scope, you know exactly what you're looking for. Alright, so I found a rabbit. It's just up and to the right of that small patch of water. Let's take the shot. No, that's annoying, we missed the rabbit, but that's okay. I think the issue was that we were just too far away from it. So next time we spot one, we might move a little bit closer and stalk in, then take the shot and improve our chances of hitting it. Anyway, back to glassing. Don't lose heart, we'll get another one. So while wearing this ghillie suit, I think it's doing absolutely nothing to aid my hunting experience. It does make a nice cushion for my bum, which is making sitting down easier. It's hard to see, but there was actually an echidna just over there, kind of just plodding along in that exact same spot. It's like everything is just down there. So I think I need to move from here and go down there. You can hear dogs in the background. It's not a good sign. As I walk through this area, there's lots of signs of rabbit, not just the droppings that we've already seen, but lots of little kind of game trails. You can see here, like for instance, there's one that runs up here, one that runs here, one that runs here, one here, one that runs off that way. There's just so many, most of them kind of going into these thick bushes here, which is a really good sign that there's a lot of rabbits in the area. We've just got to get one. literally, I've just seen a rabbit, not maybe 5 seconds after I put the camera down last. He's just in this thicket right in here, kind of in front of the blueberries, in a patch there. I noticed his movement. It was actually the bush that was moving. And I think he's got a friend as well back there, but he's too well covered. So we're gonna line up for a shot before he disappears. I think I got him. Let's go check. All right, we can make our way down this hill and see if we can find this rabbit. You'll notice after I discharged my firearm, I actually ejected the live round from the chamber that I'd cocked, as well as the magazine. For me, that's personally just a safety thing. I wanna make sure if I'm going from point A to point B and I don't need to have live ammunition in the firearm, that I don't. I've just heard too many horror stories about people getting accidentally shot. So I don't wanna do that. Oh look, shotgun shell. That's 12. And 13. Clearly I was using the wrong type of firearm. Preferably, I mean, I'd rather use a rifle, to be honest. I'd rather stalk out my prey than just kind of walk through and just maim anything I can see. Here you go, here he is. Hey mate. Just a beautiful animal. I just love these things. I know that they're considered vermin and a pest in Australia, and that we have a responsibility to control their numbers, but just look at him, just absolutely gorgeous. This kind of grey brown fur, and then obviously the distinctive black tail, which you don't usually see. What you usually see is that. It's the white hanging up as he runs off in the distance, but just absolutely beautiful. Quite a young one, but still he'll make a beautiful stew. Thanks mate. Thank you for the challenge, thank you for the sport, and thank you for the food. Alright, what did I learn about hunting rabbit in a ghillie suit? First and foremost, it's a terrible idea. You shouldn't do it. There's absolutely no need to do it. It is cumbersome. When the sun came out, it got really hot. It got jammed in the bolt a number of times. It gets tangled in things like this stupid thistle plant. It's just a terrible idea. But you know what? We came out, we had some fun. We saw some cool things. We got a rabbit, so that's our dinner. We're gonna have some rabbit stew, slow cooked. I wanna hear your stories about hunting rabbits or hunting with a ghillie suit. If you've had any success, I wanna hear it. So let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video pretty soon. All right, see you guys. Never again, you worthless piece of rubbish.